What happens when the spark in your relationship fades? Relationships can be a wild ride, full of ups and downs, and it's normal for the spark to fade over time. But what if I told you that it's possible to reignite that flame and bring back the excitement? For many of us, relationships are a journey, not a destination. We start out with that feeling of butterflies in the stomach, and it's like the whole world is on fire. But as time goes on, things can get stale, and we find ourselves wondering what happened to that spark. So how do you know if your relationship needs a reboot? One sign is if you're feeling disconnected from your partner, like you're just going through the motions. You might be living together, but you're not really communicating, or you're not making time for each other. Another sign is if the intimacy is fizzled out, and I'm not just talking about the physical aspect. Emotional intimacy is just as important, and if you're feeling like you're not really connecting on that level, it can be a sign that things need to change. You might also notice that you're not laughing together like you used to, that you're not sharing your thoughts and feelings with each other. A lack of communication is a huge one. If you're not talking about your feelings, your desires, your fears, it's like you're just drifting apart. And it's not just about the big things. It's about the little things too. Not making an effort to surprise each other or show appreciation can make things feel stale. And then there's the intimacy aspect. It's not just about sex. It's about feeling connected and close. If you're feeling like you're just roommates instead of partners, that's a sign that something needs to shift. If you're recognizing some of these signs in your own relationship, don't worry, you're not alone. And it's not necessarily a sign that the relationship is doomed. It just means that you need to make some changes and prioritize your connection with your partner. It's easy to get caught up in daily routines and forget to make time for each other. But it's so important to prioritize your relationship and make an effort to keep that spark alive. So, how do you reignite that spark? One strategy is to try new things together, whether it's a new hobby, a new restaurant, or a new travel destination. Novelty can be a great way to get those endorphins going again and create new memories together. You can also try setting aside dedicated time for each other, whether it's a weekly date night or a monthly getaway. And it's not just about grand gestures. Sometimes it's the small things that count, like leaving love notes or surprise gifts. Another strategy is to practice gratitude and appreciation. Make a conscious effort to thank your partner and show them that you value them. Don't be afraid to get creative and try new things in the bedroom. Intimacy is an important part of any relationship, and it's okay to experiment and try new things. Communication is key here. Talk to your partner about what you want and need, and be open to hearing their desires as well. I want to share with you a story about a couple who I know had a similar experience. They'd been together for years, and things had started to feel stale. They were just going through the motions, and they both felt like they were losing that spark. But instead of giving up, they decided to take action. They started scheduling regular date nights, and they made an effort to communicate more openly with each other. They also started trying new things together, like cooking classes and hiking trips. It wasn't easy, and it took some effort, but slowly, they started to feel that spark come back to life. They started laughing together again, and they felt more connected than ever. And the craziest part is that it was the small things that made the biggest difference. Like surprise getaways and home-cooked meals, they realized that it's the little things that count, and that by prioritizing their relationship, they could keep that spark alive. So, to recap, it's normal for relationships to go through phases, and it's okay if the spark fades from time to time. But by recognizing the signs that you need a reboot and making an effort to prioritize your connection with your partner, you can reignite that flame and bring back the excitement. If you've had a similar experience, I'd love to hear about it. Comment below with your stories and thoughts on relationship sparks. If you're looking for more relationship advice, be sure to check out my other videos. I've got tons of tips and tricks to help you keep that spark alive. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.